Outside our shores to Ethiopia, where enhanced collaboration with African partners and development institutions is believed to accelerate progress of the circular economy across the continent. But this was part of discussions at the annual meeting of the African Circular Economy Alliance held in Addis Ababa. Esther Mopariola reports.
The African Circular Economy Alliance continues to serve as a platform that promotes the circular transition at national, regional and continental levels. At this year's annual meeting, held at the United Nations Development Programme Office in Addis Ababa, participants from various African countries gathered to share insights on policies and programs that can promote circular practices and green innovations across borders.
We help to strengthen regulatory frameworks, empower small and medium enterprises, and scale up practical solutions that transform waste into value.
Nigeria, a co-chair of the alliance, acknowledged key challenges such as financing, infrastructure gaps and weak enforcement, but reaffirmed its commitment to driving Africa's transition towards a resilient and inclusive circular economy.
As we convene here in Addis Ababa, let us reaffirm our collective resolve to translate Africa's circular economy vision to concrete results, strengthening value chains, empowering youth and women, and ensuring that no one is left behind in this transition.
Currently, the alliance boasts 21 member countries, with Nigeria, Rwanda and South Africa as founding members. Experts believe that fully adopting the circular economy model could significantly boost GDP, reduce carbon emissions, and help restore biological ecosystems.
35% of the critical minerals for global transition are on this continent. So circular economy is what is needed to make sure that we do good by nature in ensuring that we do the correct mineral recycling, we do generative agriculture, we do eco-design in how we build our infrastructure.
As Africa embraces circular economy, the real task now lies in turning promises into action through strong policies, real investments and innovative ideas. Experts at the Circular Economy Annual Meeting say Africa must move beyond production and consumption towards regeneration and sustainability. Esther Mopariola, TVC News, Addis Ababa.
Well, Esther joins me now on the news at 7, all the way from Addis Ababa. Esther, talk to us about this issue of circular economy and the commitments being made by partners, governments who are in attendance.
I'm glad you asked that question, Boss. Look, so let me start with this now. Circular economy is all about reusing and regenerating materials or products, especially now as a means of continuing production in a sustainable way or a friendly, environmentally friendly manner. And this has been seen to be a pathway for Africa's growth and, of course, its development. And already, some countries are including the circular economy model in their national climate action plans. So, for instance, now, the policy researcher at the annual meeting of the ACEA here in Addis Ababa revealed that in Zimbabwe, agriculture and ceramics play a major role in greenhouse gas emissions as well as raw material consumption. And so the country now is focusing on making these sectors more circular. And in South Africa now, it was also found out that there are big opportunities for circularity in mining, materials fabrication, and of course in construction. And these areas are set to reduce emissions if resources are used efficiently. But there are, of course, challenges in implementing the circular economy model. First is the lack of political will on the part of the leaders and, of course, stakeholders to harness the potential of the circular economy. Another is the issue of coordination across ministries, data collection, and how to report the circular progress. Also, let's not forget financing, which is also a major challenge, especially for the small and medium-scale businesses that need support to, well, scale up. But the lessons learned is that circular economy isn't just about waste. It's a real climate solution that helps countries meet their national climate action plans, and that each country now needs to make its own tailored approach for a more successful implementation of the circular economy model. And also, let's not forget that capacity building and, of course, technology transfer are said to be essential to make this transition work. And finally, it's also important to perhaps, what will I say, learn from local and traditional practices, because it is believed that they often hold sustainable solutions that can be built upon. What's there?
All right, Esther Mokwariola for us there in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Thank you, Esther.